1,825 college students ages 19 to 24 die annually from alcohol-related incidences and car wrecks every year, all of which could have been prevented. I have used two journals, Mothers Against Drunk Driving and the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, for my speech today. My name is Ashley. I'm 26 years old and I am a medical assistant. However, while going through school, I was a bartender for 2 years. The legal drinking age should be raised from 21 to 25 in order to decrease the amount of alcohol-related incidences in college-age people. Drinking at such a young age puts you and others at danger. Car crashes and alcohol are the top two ways for people to die in the United States today. This is a very preventable thing, and crashes involving alcohol are more likely to cause injury or even death. Alcohol can increase your violent behaviors and tendencies. 696,000 students reported being harmed or in fights by people who were involved with alcohol, and 97,000 students reported being raped or sexually assaulted by somebody who was under the influence. Not only does alcohol inhibit your ability to make good decisions, but it also interferes with other parts of your life as well. It can interfere with high school and college. Going out drinking can have several negative effects for the next day. First of all, you do not get a good night's sleep whenever you are drunk. Secondly, instead of studying, you end up cramming for that test that you're supposed to take tomorrow. And third, you dehydrate yourself, leaving your body tired and aching for the nutrients that you deprived it of. In other words, a hangover. Alcohol has a tendency to affect schoolwork. About 1 in 4 college students have reported that they have seen negative effects from alcohol, meaning that they see lower grades, lower test scores, they fall behind, and even some of them end up dropping out. Why work so hard for a scholarship if you're just going to throw that away? School costs a lot of money, and for those of you paying out of pocket, you know how expensive it is, and you don't want to have to pay for that class twice. Even though drinking has so many negative effects, people still think that we shouldn't raise the legal drinking age. Young adults think that if they are responsible enough to be in college and be out on their own, that they're responsible enough to drink as well. They think that 21 is a reasonable age. They say that college is stressful. They don't know a lot of people, so they need to find a way to meet them. Now, there are other ways that you can reduce stress as well. Read a good book, listen to some music, go out and exercise, even go to a movie and out to dinner with your friends. They will argue that if you're old enough to join the military, that you're old enough to drink. However, just because you've turned 18 and you're all of a sudden out on your own, does not mean that you have matured and that you are mature enough to handle your alcohol responsibly. Lots of people think that the legal drinking age should be 18, since that's the legal age for buying cigarettes. However, let's look at the difference here. Cigarettes mostly harm yourself, besides secondhand smoking, which is a completely other debate that we won't get into at this time. You can smoke a cigarette and safely get into a car and drive, no worries. However, you have that one beer or even a shot, and you get in your car to drive, and you're putting yourself and everybody else in the road in danger. Since we have talked about people wanting to lower the legal drinking age, let's see what happened in the past whenever it was raised. Raising the legal drinking age has had positive effects in the past. Research showed that raising the legal drinking age to 21 reduced the amount of alcohol-related incidences in people younger than 21. It also showed that people who were younger than 21 drank less. When New York raised their legal drinking age, alcohol problems among people significantly reduced. When states had lower drinking ages in the United States, underage drinking problems were worse. For example, people who were under 21 that were drank were twice as likely to get in a car wreck. This means that there were twice as many drunk driving wrecks from people under the age of 21 than there is today. Last, alcohol is more harmful to young adults. The earlier a person starts drinking, the more likely they are to have problems in the future. Young people react differently to alcohol than adults do. Teens and younger adults, they get drunk a lot faster, which also means that they have problems knowing when to stop drinking. Teens and younger adults also tend to binge drink, which is very dangerous itself as well. Adults in their 40s were surveyed, and once you started drinking at a young age, were at an increased risk of alcohol-related accidents than people who did not start drinking early. Now, this isn't just accidents when they're younger, but when they were older as well. Studies show that the younger a person is when they start to drink, the more likely they are to become dependent on alcohol, which also means more problems in the future with jobs and families. Now, in conclusion, drinking at such a young age puts everybody in danger. It increases car wrecks, increases your violent tendencies, and it's also dangerous to yourself. Alcohol can affect your work and your school. Now, when you go to school and you get out into the workforce, you've worked really hard for that, so you don't want to endanger that anymore. Raising the legal drinking age in the past has had its positive effects. Less people get into wrecks, there were less alcohol-related incidences, and it was just overall better. The earlier someone starts drinking, the more likely they are to be dependent upon alcohol later on in life, which causes issues in the family. With all of these negative effects of drinking at an early age, it is easy to see why raising the legal drinking age to 25 is the smartest idea and the best thing for us to do.